Hi there. So I am working on just this hackathon project idea, and so basically the idea is find people who are around you geographically that you can send money to. Um, Maybe that'll be a thing. So I'm using the geolocation API, which is pretty cool. I'm using Firebase, which is also pretty cool, with email login. I'm using Tyler McGinnis's Rebase, which is a sweet hook into Firebase with React, and then ES Next Bin, which is an awesome way to use um, like all of these cool things in the browser. So I can like import npm modules and it'll serve it to me and like build it on the fly, and it's awesome. So great. What I have here is a login, and so we'll say Fred, and we'll do Freddy at mailinator.com, and we'll give a password, and then I will register for this sweet app. And after I've registered, I'm actually already on Firebase. Now ESNextBin wants to know my location. If I allow it, then I've given it my location, and it will tell me my location here, which I am emulating right now. So now at the bottom here, this is my entire Firebase users, all the users on Firebase, all the user data. So that's my user ID, and these are the coordinates of the user at the time, and this is the name of the user. So now if I open up another window, we'll do two at once. Whoa. Let's put that guy right there. So if I go here and open up this browser here, and we're going to emulate the location here also to be the same place, maybe just a little bit different because I'm not standing on top of this person. Then we'll see, I get all the Firebase stuff because it's like totally not secured or anything like that. But then if I go to Martha at mailinator.com, and we'll enter a password and register, then we'll see that now Fred can send money to Martha and Martha can send money to Fred. And this is super cool. So now if I do, here we'll pull up Firefox, and this one I will not emulate the location, and we'll execute this guy. Execute, running, taking forever to run. Maybe something's broken. No, everything seems to be working fine. There we go. So we got Martha and Fred. Now if we do Lucy at mailinator.com, and we'll do a password there and register. And now it's going to say, hey, I want to know where you are. And I say, yeah, sure, share my location. And then it will get my location and add me to the Firebase, but unfortunately for Lucy, there's nobody around her. How sad. But if I go to Safari now and do the same thing, I bet you know what's going to happen. It's going to be sweet. We'll execute this guy, and it'll run. Oh, I'm not sure what that even means. Property ID of variable declared or expected node to be of type lval, but instead got null. Well, dang, some parser error of some kind. I am sad for you, Safari. Well, anyway, I promise that Lucy would have friends. In fact, let's just go ahead and go here. We'll turn off emulation, and we'll log out, and we'll create a new user, Ricky, and email Ricky at mailinator.com. Password, register Ricky, and boom. Now Ricky, let's see. Oh, I think that emulation is still actually happening. Oh, yeah, because this has not been updated. So let's see if I refresh now. Maybe that'll do it. Execute that. So now if here, let's log out of Ricky and then log back in. I should probably like update the user state so if somebody's not logged in you can't see it, but this is a proof of concept. So Ricky at mailinator.com, enter the password and log in. Then yeah, that shouldn't be doing that. I'm not sure why that's happening, but I promise that it totally works and it's great. And I think this would be kind of a fun app to build. So anyway, that's let me demonstrate really quick where all this is actually like yeah, where all this is working. So the way that this works is I have I'm rendering to the DOM my app component, and the app component extends React component, and it has the user's object, which is this guy, and it has a user object which it gets off of the Firebase base, gets the auth, and then in the render, if there is a user, it's going to get the user data from the users, and that will be me. And me has the coordinates and my name and my UID. And if there is a me, then we're going to have this div here that's going to show a logout button and a greeting that will say the location, and then the people to send money to, which will send me to determine who is close enough to send money to, and all the other users to determine the users that are possible to send money to. And so that all that magic happens right in here. We have this close enough function to determine based off of something I made up. I don't even know, like that's probably a really big distance and probably not close enough, but I don't know. Yeah, and then if they are not logged in, then they'll see this sweet login thing that just says, yeah, it has, if there's an error state, then we're going to show the JSON of the error state. If it's loading, then we're just going to show this loading. And otherwise, we're going to show this div that has 3 inputs, the username, password, and the email. And then a login and a register button, and you choose which you're doing. And if you register, then we're going to get the email and password from the state. And then we'll use base to create a user with that email and password, and if all is successful, then we're going to log in here. So let's see, that's up here. And we'll use that same user email and password to auth with password, and once we've done that, then we can get the user off of base, and then we can authenticate with that user UID. So authentication is, or once you've actually logged in, so this should probably be renamed, but this is what prototyping is. So we have the success function that well, here, let's go down here and we'll explain that stuff later. So we have the navigator, geolocation, this is the geolocation API, get current position, and when that is successful, we're going to take that position, get the coordinates off of it, and we'll pass that along to the onLogin props along with the name that the user typed in. And then we'll update the loading state. In the case of an error, we'll update the error state, and that is useful sometimes. And then when that login happens, on login, I'm going to call this onLogin function, and I'm going to get the UID from the user data, and I'm going to make a copy of this this.state.users and tack on a UID property with that user data, and then I will set state with that and update the logged in user with the base.getAuth. And then from there it'll re-render and I'll get this fancy stuff so I can log out. Boom. And then I could log back in with Martha at mailinator.com and oops, log in and invalid user. Well, I might have spelled something wrong, but anyway, that's the way that all this stuff works. Fun little proof of concept to see if this is actually possible to do. I think that it is, and I'm going to go to bed now. Bye.